Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'll be explaining you basics and fundamentals of VLOOKUP function. VLOOKUP function is an Excel function to look up and retrieve data from a specific column in a table. VLOOKUP supports approximate and exact matching. It also supports wildcards for partial matches. The V stands for vertical. Lookup values must appear in the first column of the table and with the lookup columns to the right. The purpose of the VLOOKUP function is to look up a value in a table by matching on the first column. It returns the match value from a table. Now let's understand VLOOKUP more practically with an example. Suppose you have a patient report like this. I would call it a report table. We have a column B to F. Column B has our lookup value, which is employee number. Then column C has a full name. Column D has a net pay. And column E has a gross salary. And F has a nationality. Now in cell E8 we want to write a VLOOKUP function to retrieve the gross salary, and to retrieve this value we have to refer to a lookup table. This is a lookup table which is nothing but an employee master record. In this particular table you can see in column O and P we have a gross salary and nationality. So it starts from column K, which also starts from employee number. So employee number, full name, basic salary, HRA, gross salary and nationality. So these two columns O and P would be our columns from which we will be retrieving the value in our report table here. So let's see how we will gonna write this VLOOKUP function step by step. So it starts with VLOOKUP, the function name itself. Then first argument which is compulsory is lookup value. Second argument which is compulsory is called table array. Third argument which is also compulsory is called column index number. And the fourth argument which is optional, which is for true match or approximate match. So in this case we'll be dealing with exact match with the false. I'll be explaining you more about the true match, and which is also called approximate match and wildcards in another separate video. So lookup value for us is nothing but employee number from the report table. So employee number here in this report table is our lookup value. The second argument, table array, would be nothing but a lookup table. So this would be our lookup table and the second argument. Now here we can select entire lookup table from column K to P, or in this scenario where we are trying to retrieve gross salary, we can select from column K to column O as well. Both way it works, but in this scenario, since we're gonna get nationality as well in our second column in the report table here, it's better we select till column P. This would be a total lookup array, or you can call it lookup table. Next argument is column index. This is the location of the column in the lookup table. So in lookup table, what is the location for the gross salary? So it starts from the employee number, which is the very first column. So column K, L, M, N, O. So O is our location of the column, which is fifth column, which is employee number 1, full name 2, basic 3, HRA 4, and gross salary fifth column. So number 5 would be our location of the column, which is also called column index. The last argument, which is optional. So if you don't put any argument, VLOOKUP function will assume it's an approximate match, which we don't want in this particular example. We want exact match. So in this case, we'll be writing false or 0. This would be a result in column E and F after you have written this formula correctly. So gross salary in cell E8 is 717, which is correct, and in column F the nationality is USA. Now in column F, only difference in the formula would be that we have to change our column index number, which would be number 6 instead of number 5. So in lookup table, the nationality column is number 6, which starts from employee number column, which is K. So employee number 1, full name column is 2, basic is 3, HRA is 4, gross salary is 5, and nationality is 6. So instead of 5 it would be 6. Rest of the formula will remain same. This way we'll get the correct answers in our report table. And let's see this particular formula in action with an Excel demo. So we are in Excel demo now. These are the two tables I was referring you. Now in cell E8, I'll just zoom a bit. We'll be writing VLOOKUP. So B8 would be our lookup value, and table array would be this entire table, and I'll be freezing it with F4. Now column index would be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I will type 5. and since we are looking for exact match, we'll be selecting false, and I'll press enter. We got 717, which is correct value for gross salary for employee number 10328. Now let's make this formula more dynamic. So I'll freeze the column. So $B8, and let's see what happens if I paste the same in the very next column. I got again the gross salary value, which is incorrect because we wanted nationality. So what is the column index for this particular nationality in the lookup table, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will just edit the formula. Instead of 5, I will type 6 and enter. Now we got the correct value, as you can see here. Now let's drag this formula down, and our report is ready. So this is the fundamentals of VLOOKUP function, and you can derive values from another table for a same matching lookup values. So if you have any question regarding VLOOKUP function, please let me know. I'll be doing more advanced VLOOKUP function tutorials soon, and also will be covering approximate match and wildcards. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.